Hey guys, Sebastian here from Green Music Productions. Today's video is going to be about comping in Cubase. Now, for those of you who don't know what comping is, it's when you have multiple takes of the same part and you want to choose the different segments of the different takes to make one master take. Now, let's say here I record some vocals and I did the first verse 5 times, so I have 5 takes. I can choose, let's say, for example, I like the first sentence, but not the second one of the first take. I can choose them and make one master take out of these. So it's really useful. And today I'm going to show you two ways of comping in Cubase. The first thing you need to know is that Cubase, it's not like in Pro Tools where if you record audio events on top of an existing audio event, it will replace it. Cubase will stack the audio events. You can see if there are audio events underneath an audio event when there's little lines in the background, as you can see here. And if you click on the little arrow at the bottom of the event, you can choose the different takes and bring them on top, so you'll be able to hear them. So the first thing we need to do, the first thing I'm going to show you actually is how to use the comp tool. So what you need to do is click on the track where you want to comp. On that case, it's going to be vocals. And on the master tab here, you have a little show lanes button. So if you click on this button here, all of the lanes will appear. So that's all the tracks that are underneath this one. And we can tell which one is on top because the other ones are grayed out, as you can see. So that's the one that we're hearing right now. So this little part here overlaps because this one is shorter. So we hear the beginning of this one and then it's switched to this one. So once you know that, that when the lane mode is enabled, what you hear is what is colored. You can then change with the comp tool the different lanes that you want to hear. So as you can see, if I click on this one, since it's short, you're gonna hear this one and then it's gonna switch to the next one. So let's say we want to listen to this track first and decide what we're gonna do. Okay, that was pretty good. Let's listen to this one here. As you can see, the lyrics are different for the first part. So that's also useful if you have different melodies, different lyrics. You can try them and afterwards you can choose, like, let's say I prefer this one here, but I want the second one to be on that take here. Once you're using the comp tool, what you can do is hold the Option key on a Mac or Alt on PC, and the scissor tool will appear. Now, what's happening if you click on an event? They will all split where you clicked. So after that, if I click on this one, so I want this one to play first and then this part here, I can listen to them all and choose which one is better afterwards. So it's really useful since it's splitting everything, not only the track that I selected. So after, I can choose other takes if I want, if I just want to listen to them. Let's say I want to listen to this one. So the volume is not the same. So I'll just stick between those two here. So as you can see, while it was playing, when I clicked on those two, it was switching on the fly. So it's really fast and it's nice. So let's say I prefer this one here, but afterwards I want to use this one. I hold the Option or Alt key and cut that section. I choose this one, and let's say in the end I want to use this part. So once you've done this and you have the master take that you want to use, you can click on the Show Lanes button again, and you only see your main track with all of your selections on top. So it's done pretty much. If it might, there might be clicks between the takes. So what you can do, you can go back to the select tool, and you can click on those takes and press the X button to make crossfade between the different takes. So there won't be any clicks. So now let's listen to it. As we can see here, something was not right. So I'm just going to move the crossfade that we created here. Whoops. That should be better. So that's it. It's really easy, really fast, and some people go crazy and will choose like one word and then they will select another word from another take. I like to keep it natural, so but it's really simple and really fast. Now I'm going to show you the other way of doing it, and the other way is nice for everything else also, not only audio. So let's say you have for example, two different melody that you recorded in MIDI playing on a virtual instrument, and you don't know which one to choose. This other option, you'll be able to use it on MIDI, on anything, tempo tracks, on any kind of tracks. If you select add track here, you can use it on instrument arranger, chord track, markers. So it's really useful. It was introduced in Cubase 7.5, if I remember correctly, and it's called track versions. Now, if you're on Cubase 7.5 or higher, once you go to the name of the tracks, you'll see a little drop-down menu. So if you click on the little arrow, you'll see new version, duplicate version. So if I click on new version, what happens is if this tab here called track version, the little icon became blue. So if I click on it, I can see that I now have two versions of that track. So let's say I like this one, but on this version here, I want to, for the sake of this, I'm going to copy some events on the other track. So let's say I have this, I'm going to unmute it. So I can switch on the fly between the two versions, just like I did with the comp tool and the lanes. So in Pro Tools, they have playlists. It's a similar system. Cubase introduced that feature to accommodate Pro Tools user and to add more features. As I said, you can use it for MIDI also, and for any other kind of tracks that you have in Cubase. So it's really useful. The neat thing is that you can also convert lanes into track versions. If you go into project, you have a track version option here, and you can click on create lanes from version, and you also have create version from lanes. So you can convert lanes into track version and track versions into lanes. So that's really neat. So whichever option you prefer, you can always convert the other one to this one. So it's nice. Now the way that we do a master take with these, let's say I have these two here and I like
Take me out tonight.
I like this, but I would prefer to have this one afterwards. So what we can do is we can create a new version, and this is going to be our master version. So if I go under the track version here, I'll use the range selection tool, and I will select the part that I prefer here. I'll do a copy, so Command C or Control C if you're on PC. I'll go to the third take and I'll paste it. So Command V or Control V on PC. So I'll do this the same thing for the second part here that I prefer. I'll copy this, go to third track version, paste it. So that way you can choose between the different parts that you prefer and make one master track version. So I copy this part here, paste it. So now there's a little gap between those two. So if I crossfade, it will tell me that it's impossible to make a crossfade between those two parts. But you can always make them longer like this, and then they will crossfade. So if I listen to it now,
Take me out tonight. I would like to see the world outside.
Sorry.
The people in the light.
so that's okay. I only wanted to show you how track version worked. So it's really useful. For me personally, I prefer the comp tool since it's really fast and I'm used to it, because that used to be it's been there for longer than the track version, so I used it a lot in the past and I'm used to it. But what's nice about Cubase is that you always have multiple ways to do one thing. So whichever way you prefer, it's there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Feel free to ask if you have any questions in the comments section. Feel free to subscribe if you like those videos, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys.